This is the first video of many covering a mock round of the project that was assigned to you. So this is going to cover questions 1A through 1G. Question 1 is all about finding your job. So A reads, describe the job you would like to have when you graduate. Does this job have you attending college, a trade school? Do you have to do even more schooling like graduate school, medical school, or law school? So in this whole example that I go through, I decided that I want to be an astronaut. Now you're going to answer in full sentences. I am not for sake of time. So since I decided I was going to be an astronaut, what I did was I went on Google and I Googled astronaut and what's it take to be an astronaut. And after looking it up, I found out that you actually only need a bachelor's degree. So that means you go to a 4-year college, and then that bachelor's degree needs to be in something such as engineering, biological science, computer science, or math. And again, I found that all by just Googling, which is lucky because I was a math major in college, so my dreams of being an astronaut could still happen. And then it also read it's followed up by a 3 years of experience in the field needed, or 1,000 hours of piloting. So where it says, is there any additional schooling needed? I just need those experience hours of piloting. Again, I just looked it up. You're going to do the same, and you're going to write all what's needed for the job that you chose. 1B reads, where do you want to live, location, and why? So in this case, I'm going to say I want to live in Chemung. And my reasoning would be because I want my kids to go to Seneca. I could probably also add that it doesn't matter where I live. I'm an astronaut because if I'm in space, it doesn't matter where my house is. You could pick anywhere that you want to live, be realistic, and tell the truth. This is cool because this is something that reflects on your own life and your own dreams. This says, tell how much your job pays in the area you want to live. For some jobs, it's very specific. If you want to live somewhere, you make a lot more money doing that job than if you would do it in another place. If you can find that information, that's awesome. But you're finding this by, again, just Googling and using a credible site. So when I looked it up, I saw that an astronaut could make between 63 grand and 98 grand. So I picked the middle ground and I said 80 grand. And now for part D, this is where you say, where'd you find this? So you could find this information by calling a professional in the field if you know one. You can ask your mom if that's the job you want to do also. What's your mom's salary? You can use classifieds. You can use websites like salary.com. When I looked it up, I ended up using an article from Business Insider. Again, I am not writing full sentences. You need to write in full sentences. For part E, it says, why do you want to do this for a living? This is all about you. It's not a right or wrong answer. Just why do you want to do what you want to do for a living? I picked an astronaut because it's super cool, right? You wear a cool suit, you go into space. In movies, it sounds super cool. For part F, it says, if you plan on being married or living with someone to share your expenses, you should include a separate paragraph stating what your partner does and how much he or she will make, hypothetically or realistically. So let's be real. You guys are in high school. You have no plans of marriage. This is just going to be a complete made-up scenario. If you plan on being on your own, which I'm going to do for this scenario, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm independent. I'm going to live on my own and do my own thing. So I'm not going to do this. Other people may say, hey, I'm going to marry a doctor and they're making over 100 grand. If you do choose a partner, I'm going to tell you later on in this project, it's going to be better for you because you get to buy a cooler, bigger house. If you're working off of one salary, obviously your house isn't going to be as expensive. So for part G, it says determine what monthly salary would be or the salary of you and your partner combined. Since I did not pick a partner for F, I am just going to take my 80 grand divided by 12 months to find out my salary. And my monthly salary is going to be $6,666.67. This is really important. If you did choose to marry someone or live with someone, you're going to add their salary to your salary, and then you're going to divide that by 12, and you should have a bigger number because you have 2 incomes. So that's all that you have to do for 1A through G in this project.